Hi travelers, Tara here, and today is, what is it, August 8th, is it? Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so we've made it through the lunar eclipse, and I don't even know what the hell's going on. My website last night, for some reason now, comments are locked, and I can't figure out why that is, so you can't even come over and leave any comments, which interestingly enough, I want to thank JB, couple of people I want to give a shout out to. I want to thank JB for giving me the opportunity to do his astrological reading for him yesterday evening. And I, first of all, want to say I'm very humbled that you gave me the opportunity to take a look at your chart and to try to help you answer a few questions. I got so tickled when you told me you wasn't liking me, but you know, I do what I do, and I explained to you, you got to know a little bit more about me on a personal level and explain to you why I do what I do. So again, I want to thank you. And it was so funny because your review of the product came up, and then right after that, the website went haywire and all of the comments got locked. I tried working on it for an hour and a half, trying to figure out what the problem was, and I couldn't figure it out. So I had to write the developer. Anyway, and then Jeanette, God bless you, Jeanette. You answered my call for me in the middle of the night, literally answered my call. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that, because I just had to have somebody to talk to. So thank you so much for that. I can't tell you how much that helped. So that being said, you know, if you want to come over and see how the eclipse could affect you, let's say you got something, maybe you want to go back to school and you're not exactly sure how that's going to go, you know? So we know we've got the eclipse on the 21st falling at 28 degrees Leo. That means that the moon and the sun are both going to be sitting at 28 degrees Leo. We know that Leo rules children, babies, lovers, creativity, self-expression, past, present, potential partners. And you've got, let's say in your chart, and this is just an example, let's say you have Fortuna also sitting at 28 Leo, okay? Then that means that that eclipse is going to fall on Fortuna for you. Now, when you're looking at your chart, please do not post your entire chart. If you are a member of the website, I already have your chart. What I don't have time to do is go through your chart and pick out everything that could possibly be happening. That's your job. That's why I give you the ebooks. That's why I write the transit watches. That's why I have them little chinky videos. I don't even know if I can explain it any different. But basically what you want to do, if I post up and say the eclipse is falling at 28 degrees Leo, you look at your chart and see if you have anything at 27, 28, 29 Leo. Okay? But you also want to look to another house and another sign. And if you've got, let's say you've got Fortuna at 27 Leo, okay? We know that the eclipse is falling at 28 Leo. You have Fortuna at 27 Leo. But then over there in the ninth house, okay, you may have Mars at 28 degrees, I don't know, Cancer, or 28 degrees something else. Well, that's going to make an aspect. So that's what I need to know. I need to know if it's within 1 degree orb, okay? So if the eclipse is falling at 28 degrees, so you're looking for anything that falls at 27, 28, 29 degrees Leo, but also 27, 28, 29 degrees of another sign in another house. That's how you post your factors. Please don't come up and put your birth information. I had to delete somebody's information. They had their birthday, where they were born. That's personal information. And my comments are open to the public. You don't have to be a member to come in and read the comments. So I had to delete that. So please don't do that. I have your chart already. I just need you to do the work of looking at your own chart and telling me what factors you have. Then I go in, I pull your chart up, and I can kind of answer your question. I can't do it all for you guys, okay? So that's that. If you're unsure, just do the best that you can. All right. And, but do not post your personal information. Your chart is, nobody sees that chart of yours but me. Okay. I don't put it out there on the web. That's personal information. Very personal. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. We're just going to ask the cards to show us whatever it is we need to see. I've got some new stuff coming. I just picked out, I've been looking at 2 decks. I've been looking at these 2 decks for, I don't know, past 6 months now. I think I'm going to go ahead and get them. They're in my cart. I haven't clicked the confirm payment yet, so we'll just see. All right, 9 cards down. This is a general reading. It is for no specific sign. It really isn't for any specific time frame. Male, female, same-sex, heterosexual couples. However, please take what you can and disregard what you cannot. In order to really gain specific information on your situation requires a personal reading, okay? And I do readings by phone and also the video readings. And the video readings are yours to keep. You download it, it's yours, okay? 9 cards down. Wheel of Fortune. Well, there's that Fortuna that I was talking about. The asteroid Fortuna represents the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. That's our Jupiter card. Here is Leo. So this could be some of you might have Jupiter in Leo, okay? The King of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. The 4 of Coins. Wow. The Emperor. The 8 of Coins. The 6 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Well, right off the bat, for those of you who perhaps you have met someone and maybe you met this person while you were traveling. Maybe you will meet this person while traveling. This is distinctly male energy. Very much so. The question is this person my soulmate? The answer to that question is yes. For some of you, this is the return of someone that you have a karmic connection with. The question is this person my soulmate? The answer is yes. Now, we bandy about the term soulmate, and people assume that it's like what we see in the movies. The guy comes by, throws us on the back of the white horse. We ride down the beach in slow motion with the sun shining on our shoulders, you know, and we ride off into the sunset. Nobody ever tells us after the credits roll how that shit really goes down, right? We don't know what happens after they ride off into the sunset. Soulmate relationships. Sometimes soulmate relationships are really that. It's the kind of relation you've heard of couples, we've never had a fight, they say. We've never had a fight. Those are soulmate couples, but those are soulmate couples who have no karma to resolve between the two of them. Okay, they have come back together by choice, but there's no karma to be resolved. The other soulmate connection is 2 people coming together that have past life karma to resolve. And those are the tough ones, okay? There's a 2 of Coins. The Emperor. I think some of you are dealing with, if this person is not in Aries, they would be a quote-unquote fire sign. They might be older. We do have Saturn in Sagittarius. For some of you, that may have come into play. If not, the person is older, then they are older in terms of ways, behavior, and thinking. It's not a Saturn energy. It's a stern energy. a rather severe energy. The person could be someone who has a lot of vast holdings, an empire, so to speak. He is the emperor. Would be someone who has a position of authority and leadership. As a job, the person might be in the military, have some type of militaristic training. They could be a soldier, they could be a police officer, but whomever the person is, they really hold a position of authority. They hold a lot of sway. Their words have lots of weight, and their decisions can seem rather, perhaps sometimes when they make decisions, can seem that they are really based from logic and not from emotion. That's how he became the emperor. He didn't become the emperor by being a marshmallow and letting people walk all over him. Okay? But he can also be someone who is very set in his ways and is not open to a lot of new ideas. They might listen, but they're pretty much got their mind made up about stuff. This would be someone who would be difficult to sway. Let's put it that way. I have these 2 4s here, and I have 2 aces. 2 4s speak to a possible home move, but it also speaks to stability, structure, logic. I think there's a decision that this emperor is trying to make. I think an event has come in for him. It is the turning of the wheel, yes. It is a vindication that this person is the emperor. That's the first thing that I'm getting. The person now knows that they hold that position and that there's nobody else that has that position. But I think that particular knowledge or that truth or that realization of it, because that's what the Ace of Swords is all about, has also kind of shifted things. I think it's a slow shift, one that will not come easy, has not come easy, because we can see that this emperor is working on something. Now, it could be, for all intents and purposes, that there's some type of financial deal. Maybe the business portion for this emperor has been kind of slow and stagnant. And 4s are okay, because if you need something, if you need something to stay static and stay the same for whatever reason, the 4s, that's a good thing. But if it needs to move and it's not, those 4s with that stagnancy says that something has to change. We jump immediately from a 4 up to double, an 8. That is the card of the apprentice. This is the card of working happily and diligently on something until you master it. Okay? Now, the Pentacles, the pip cards, which are our numbered cards, the 8 of coins, the 6 of cups, the 2 of cups, the 4 of pentacles, those also include our 2 aces and this King of Wands here. Now, what is interesting to me is whatever this opportunity, it has come around again. It has come around again. Can you see that? And whatever this thing is, it elevates. He starts out as a king, but then it elevates him to an emperor. And this is a man who has just recognized, I think, his full power and potential. Okay? He's still a little rigid, but he's working on that. So never fear out there. This has been brought about, whatever this, the wheel has been turning quite slowly while things have been weighed up. We've been waiting. There's just been a waiting period here. This card is about being cautious. It's about planning. It is about boundaries, protecting your boundaries, whether these are physical boundaries, emotional boundaries. And the reason why I say emotional, we have these cups here. Whatever you feel that your boundaries are. Let me move these. I don't know. I don't even know if that helped or hurt. Hold on. Now, I don't know if we can. And then it could just be, you know, financial things. Now, here I have the Six of Cups. So I don't know if this is about, the Six of Cups is the card of childhood, of memories, of nostalgia, of kindness. So perhaps for someone in this situation, this is perhaps some kind of familial event, because sometimes this can be returning, like going home. And going home has many meanings for people. But sometimes the two fours can also be about being overly cautious, okay, to your detriment. In some, because we have this wheel here, and sometimes when the wheel turns, you got to be ready to jump on it. It's an opportunity. That's all it is. And everything that came before has to be tossed out the window. Why? Because the wheel is giving you a new opportunity, but and a new path. Okay, so this could literally be, maybe you have to follow the money. You're going to have to move in order to take advantage of this new financial opportunity. But because it's also a coins, it says that whatever this thing is, you're going to have to do something. Okay, the coins represent the physicality here on the physical plane. You have to do something. You can't sit on the fence and expect things to change for you. And so maybe that is what this emperor is working on. Now, this line across the bottom, Six of Coins, Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the two aces. Let's go to the two aces. This is our future vertical column here. Okay. It speaks to a new partnership. One in which the physical plane and the mental plane, maybe they still need a bit of work. Okay. This could be in the sense, what's being done and what's being said or thought haven't quite reached a harmony yet, a completion, but it's being worked on. The opportunity to master, I don't know, communications, and deal with the truth. Okay. Someone is all a sea. This is the overall energy. They're quite discombobulated up and down. And this is about just trying to keep everything going without dropping any balls. You know, sometimes that's really the best that you can do. This could be about perhaps travel, finances. Maybe you're dealing with people, foreigners overseas. Maybe you're doing import, export. I don't know. And the money's all funny. It's, you know, having trouble getting your products back and forth. This is emotional upheaval, perhaps related to either trying to keep everything together all by yourself, or there could be some financial issues here. This opportunity has, but someone is To me, the Four of Pentacles, the way it has come out in this particular spread is that it's somebody who is weighing up their options. And I don't mean that in a negative sense. I think someone is really trying to get a handle on where they are, what they have, where they want to go, what they want to do. And that is in some respect becoming quite apparent. It's becoming apparent to them, but there's still some things I think that need to be worked on. Now, down the center, the King of Wands, the Emperor, and the Two of Cups. If this is about a business deal, then the new partnership, it says that it is going to come in. It may take a while yet. We know that we have this eclipse. We know that we have the Mercury retrograde. But then again, the truth of the matter is that we can't stop doing whatever it is that we have to do in order to, do what we have to do. In which case, I would say do your homework before you sign anything or make that agreement final. But it is definitely a new partnership. Now, in one respect, in business, we have these coins. It's more weighted towards the coins. But also a new partnership romantically. So for some people, this could really be about forging a partnership with a life partner, but one that is that is a soulmate relationship, that in a sense, and it's kind of like this faded feeling that I'm getting, that it's a faded kind of a thing. But at the same time, the coming together of the two people in partnership is going to improve every other aspect of life. That's what that Two of Cups means. That's why there's that caduceus. This is the energy of Asclepius. Those of you who have your charts and your Roman, Asclepius is the most powerful healing Roman god. He is the grandson of Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is known as the king of gods for a reason. All right. Asclepius says, just when you think something is over, it makes a return. This is about a resurrection, okay? Breathing new life into a situation. I think in one respect, this person that you've met or will be meeting is going to bring, both of you will breathe new life into the lives of each other. That's a very, very powerful connection. Is it going to be easy? Well, nothing is easy. And nothing beautiful and fantabulous worth having do you get easy. Yeah? When you work for it, you appreciate it more. That is the value of work. I'm going to go to the Sibyllus. It's the yod. It's the yod. The yod, in one of the articles on the site, I wrote about a yod. It might even be in the birth chart book, ebook. The yod is the finger of God. The yod points the way. And this can sometimes excuse me, point at a person or an event. The reason why I say that, in the tarot, these little what look like leaves to be falling, that's the yod. That's the representation of the yod of the tarot. So this is literally, you know that, is it in the Sistine Chapel, the painting of God touching the finger of Adam? That's like the yod, okay? It's a finger of God pointing you in the direction you're supposed to go in. It is the yod. Now, there's something that the cards are trying to tell me with these coins, particularly these coins that are on the ground. There's something about the pentagram or the star that's on them being face up, that I can't quite pick up what that is. It is related to the Six of Cups. I don't know if you can see that X right there underneath that cup. To me, it's like a hidden treasure that's underneath that cup. That's like the X marks the spot. And for some reason, I'm picking up that those coins lying on the ground face up with the pentacles is related to that X marks the spot. I don't know if this is in terms of a home move, of moving to a place where that's where you're supposed to be. And by moving there, it's going to completely, utterly, and totally change your life. I don't know. My guides are not... 15, 1 and a 5, 6. All of the coins equal the number 6. 6 is the balance. It is 3 and 3. The Trinity and perfection twice over. It speaks to mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. But that come together to double its power. I just kind of get the feeling that this emperor is going to just suddenly make a decision. I don't know. But right now, in a sense, things are... they're not balanced, so to speak. I'm looking at this wheel, and I'm looking, this is the overall energy, but it's like the energy's trying to move to a balance. And that's why everything is moving so slowly. Because one, lean to the left could throw everything out of whack. So that's kind of what I'm picking up. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. I want to look at the Four of Pentacles. Remember I said that this could be about having to do with family and family relationships, and maybe returning home. Maybe there's been a visit or trip, or wanting to do that, or this changing of family and home. It's kind of what I'm getting. So what I have here is this contract or this bond. This is a nuptials. This is a commitment card. Past time with family and friends. But there's something missing here. There's the Amalato, the sick person. There's something missing. So even though if this has occurred or will be occurring, there's something missing. There's something missing. Maybe this is another person who is missing. Why it doesn't feel complete. That's a completion card in one sense. I never put cards on the Wheel of Fortune. It's the wheel. Okay. And then I'm going to look at this Two of Coins. And then we're going to pull a couple of angel answer cards. The Melancholia. So there's some sadness over a contract, something that, some depression. So it's two people who were depressed. Wow. Now, isn't this, the cards can be so funny. And sometimes literally ha-ha funny. And then sometimes funny like, you know, are you kidding me? Look at this couple. Look at this couple. They are both mirroring each other. Yeah? She's mourning the loss. And he's dreaming of a gain. Now, what the hell does that say? That is a couple. Isn't that something? And maybe that's what the Eight of Pentacles is, that there's something that needs to be worked on between these two. Because the feeling of the two cards is that they miss each other desperately. Wow. One more card. Exactly. They miss each other desperately. And I don't think either one of them really knows what to do about it. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? They don't. They don't know what to do about it. But now that would be 2 8s. So I was about to say I don't see any news, but let's look at this Two of Pentacles. 2 8s speak about news that affects the relationship. So something is changing. Let's put it this way. Something is changing, and it remains to be seen what that is and how that's going to play out. Venus in Cancer. We have the transit of Venus in Cancer right now. And it could be in a worse place. Put it that way. The dispiacere. So here we have upheaval and emotion, being all emotionally at sea and just trying to maintain. There's anxiety and worry. There's the tears. We know that we see somebody waiting on something. The loyalty, the protection, the love, unconditional love. Dogs love you like that. Now, there's the Kaza. And what is a home? A home is that. It's a home. It is a place where you feel safe, you feel secure, and those people that you have your home with are those that you most care about and who most care about you. Remember, we've got those 2 fours. The possible home of change of address. um, but in terms of a metaphorical home, this is about an investment risk, but one that will, in the end, give you that stability that you need. When you purchase a home, you want it to accrue in value. So that investment is kind of risk-free, so to speak. There's not a lot of adverse risk in the concept of home. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, what I'm trying to say. Let's take one quick look at this Ace of Swords here. This is the waiting for the ship to come in card. And well, there's the ships. Oh my God. Sometimes being able to do this is a blessing and a curse. I tell you, it's just crazy. The domestico in the past. Maybe some shady kind of communications. But he's also supposed to help. So maybe it's a help in a, I don't know, a questionable kind of way. There's your second Wheel of Fortune. Fortuna. Now, in Italiano, Fortuna is also sometimes known as tempest, a storm, something that comes up out of nowhere. The Allegria al cuore. To me, this is like the Three of Cups. What is interesting about La Vera Sabila is that they specify and separate distinctly the 2 types of happiness. Family and friends, and happiness of the heart. Okay? 2 different types of happiness. Quite specifically. I don't know what this domestico means. I do feel in some respects this is some kind of clarity, some kind of truth, but there's something hidden about it. I don't feel that it is it doesn't read necessarily like it's done with evil, malicious intent, but at the same time, there's something fortunate about it. Okay, that brings some happiness or the potential for happiness. Right now, that we don't see that. We feel as though we're stuck in a particular place and we cannot move. And that can be the victimization card, of really not wanting to, like the denial card, okay? However that plays out, you know, people block off things for different reasons, wall off things, compartmentalize. Let's formulate one question. The bottom line is, I think that there is no timing in the tarot. I think there's going to be an opportunity to resolve whatever this is and resolve it in whatever manner. I do feel that it is an opportunity to repair a relationship. I don't think that what I'm picking up from the cards is that it would be as if no time has passed between the two of you. You would pick up right where you left off. But that could also pose a problem, because it could mean that you tried to put everything that occurred before, sweep it under the rug. And in which case, if that does, eventually that dust is going to work its way back out again. So it's going to have to be those two aces with that ace of coins. Who are you willing to do the work? If you're willing to do the work, you can really craft something of value, of long lasting, that's going to be with this Ace of Swords and the Allegrezza al Cuore, something quite beautiful and wonderful. You know, another message is that Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Swords, free will. But because it's karmically linked, you know, it's going to be like this. You may not get another opportunity like this. You would probably maybe have to wait another lifetime. You will meet someone else. Surely you will. But it won't be that Two of Cups person. See that? It says success. Now, success can mean lots of things, different things to lots of different people. For some people, having a 30,000-foot mansion and a 120-foot yacht and 6 Maseratis and a helipad, to them that's success. For some people, success is their family, their friends, their children. For other people, success is their communities, their charities, what they choose to donate their time, money, attention, and effort to, in an effort to make life better or more tenable for other living beings. That would include animals as well. So success really is defined by what you think it is and not what society tells you that it should be. Okay? And perhaps that is a message that should come through. You know, we're such a success-driven society that I think a lot of times we end up putting a lot of impossible expectations upon ourselves, where we're supposed to be by a certain age, what we're supposed to have or own, what we're supposed to, you know, and so I think this is an opportunity, and I think this person, whomever this person is in this situation, is perhaps having you reassess the values around what is success and what does that really mean. Okay? The Two of Cups card means that even if you lived in a trailer, okay, that person is still going to love you. Okay? So that's the dog. Unconditional love. You have another ace. And if I'm not mistaken, it would be a second ace of coins. It's called strengthening bonds. And look at that lovely, you know what this reminds me of? I don't know if any of you have ever been to Paris, but there's a park right off the Champs-Élysées where the trees come over the sidewalk like this. And in the fall, the colors are so beautiful and so bright. But this is, they remind me of dogwoods as well. I grew up with dogwoods. But this is really a new path. It could be a new way of life. Strengthening bonds. But that's how it's going to have to come through. Okay, the success card. Congratulations, you are on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation, as it's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. It's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Take time to enjoy peace in your life. Now, for some of you, this could be about maybe you've been doing so much for other people that you have you just haven't done anything really for yourself that really nurtures you. Okay. And so now would be the time to do that. It's never selfish to want to look after yourself. Okay. That's not selfish. What do we have here? The Ace of Pentacles. Strengthening bonds. Yep. The keywords are stability, reality, grounded, and health. The potential exists now to bring greater stability to your relationships. Be realistic about what you can expect from others and what you can offer in return. And you can't do that if you're so busy giving to other folks. You can't do that. Be consistent and clear in your actions and demand the same. By taking a down-to-earth approach, your expectations of other people are more likely to be met and relationships will be strengthened. Remember, that's what I was just saying. What is success? And, you know, we can sometimes have impossible expectations. We're only human. You know, everybody scratches their butt and snores at some point. Scattered emotional energy will not serve you. So be sure to ground yourself. Steady and calm energy will translate into secure and strong relationships. To ground yourself, take a walk in nature and connect with the energy of the trees and Mother Earth herself. Enjoy greater health by exercising and eating well. A healthy body will help you feel confident about yourself and your abilities. This self-assured energy will enable you to improve current relationships and attract new ones as well. And that is that Virgo energy that we have going on. We have a lot of transits in the sign of Virgo. So this could be someone who has a heavy Virgo signature in their chart, or they're dealing with someone who has a heavy Virgo signature in their chart. Mind, body, and spirit. Remember those 2 threes that we were talking about that make the 6? And guess what? Virgo is the 6th house. Work, service, and duty to others, but also work, service, and duty to yourself. So it's about finding that kind of relationship where, you know, you put in the work, service, and duty that you need to that relationship, but in turn, that same relationship supports you and gives you the opportunity to do work, service, and duty for yourself so that you can stay healthy, whole, happy, with plenty of things to give. And that's how it works. So I hope that helped you out there. Excuse me. Namaste. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And until next time.